Hi everyone, it's Brian with Craft Fancy, and I'm excited to bring you today's project. It's the Margarita birthday card. Who doesn't like margaritas and who doesn't like birthdays? Why don't you stay tuned? We're going to be able to make a card and we're going to go over all the specials and deals and steals that Craft Fancy has for you today. So why don't you stay tuned and we'll be right back. All right, everyone, welcome back. Short intermission, right? All right, so today's wonderful card, if we look in the bottom right corner of your screen, it's that's it right there. If you look right there where the finger is, finger, that is our finished card today that we're going to be doing. That is the Margarita card, birthday card. Also, too, again, pointing to the right, I want you to be able to watch that screen because as I work with products today, I'm going to put the products in there so you guys can get a closer look. And these are all the products that you're going to see on the Craft Fancy site. And then also at the end of the video, you'll see what our specials are as well. All right. So again, this is for the CKC Lancaster show. Very excited about that. Let's talk about what we got here today. This is what you're going to get in your kit. It's eight cards, 8 margarita cards that you're going to get. I'll let you know right now that kit is going to be $24.99, and you're going to get 8 of those cards in there that you can do that. So, and as you can see, that's all the cutting. Everything's done for you. I'll give you a hint. This was going to be at the shows this year, but since there are no physical shows, or at least at this point in time, we decided to offer these in the class kits. All right. So why don't we go ahead and open this up? Let's get all the goodies out of here. Some of the tools that we're going to be working with today are going to be really simple. You don't need a lot to put this card together because, again, it's Craft Fancy, and Craft Fancy keeps it simple but keeps it fun. So I'm done with my little pouch. I'm going to just set that off on the side. All right, so what's in here? So I have the shaker card. Actually, let's keep this so it's fun. I'm going to move that card out of there, and then I'm going to just move that up in the corner. I see everyone can see that. So we got that. So we got an idea to resemble what's a cooking. And then I left my screen on there. So I left out some shakers, but we'll go over that later. And then of course I was using my Lawn Fawn chamois case, which is supposed to hold my chamois, but today it's holding up my picture work. So I kind of like that. That kind of worked out really good. Some of the stuff that I'll be working with today, let me turn this around, hold these up so you can see. It's going to be the Art Glitter Glue. We're going to be working with that. We're going to be working with my friend Gina K Connect Glue, or I should say Connect Glue by Gina K. And then also too is we're going to be using my ATG gun. And then also too, it's my favorite one because it's got a trigger. And then also too is I got my assorted tools that I gotta be using. I will not be using my brushes today, but I am gonna be using. I got my knives. I got jewel picker, bone folder, and so on in there. And that's gonna be my desktop organizer. So we'll just see if we can't set that up right there, so you guys can take a look at that right now. And I got 2 colors on that. So okay, back from the info commercial. So I should have an envelope in there, which we don't need that, so I'm just going to push that off on the side. All right, we're going to start off right now. I got my pre-scored card. I'm going to fold that in half. I'm going to grab Mr. Bone Folder. I'm going to stroke that a couple times there, back and forth. And again, I want to make sure it's flat. So I got that all good. Then I'm just going to set that on the side right now. Also, too, is I got some gems or sequins. I'm going to set those there. I have my little margarita cup. I'm going to just set that on top of my white card. And then I got a couple strips here. One that with a pre-stamped sentiment already. Cheers to you. And my blue backer. And then I got my black cardstock with a black strip. I'm not using that right now, so I'm going to set that there. And then why don't we go ahead. So I got my black. Let me move that up so we can see that right now. So I got my black cardstock, and then I have my lemon paper, or I can use it and just do the green with a light green uh, dots. All right, so what I want to do first is I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to take my ATG gun, just run a couple stripes on there, nothing great. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set that on the side again, and we're going to line this up. Try to line that up. Make it nice. Remember, the nicer it is when we start off, the nicer it is at the end. So there we go. All right, that's the hardest part of the project. Now if we can do that, the rest of it's going to be golden. Okay, now that I got done with step 2, because step 1 we folded that card in half with the bone folder, I'm going to go ahead and take my Margarita card. And if we take a look at this, this is just going to pop off. So that just pops, and I'm kind of done there. So I'm going to just set my Margarita over here on the right. But the Margarita glass is always by itself. And then also, too, I'm going to set that there, too, really quick. Because I get excited sometimes. So again, I'm going to go back to grab my aqua piece, my ATG gun. Whoop, whoop, I buried up the craftfancy.com where you guys want to order everything. So I'm going to keep that open, get a little tape on there, grab that up, and I'm going to kind of just position that. I always like to just kind of eyeball it where I think everything's going to go. Remember, these are cards, no need to be perfect. The only thing perfect is you. All right, now that I got that done, this is what I like to do now. So I'm going to kind of position this a little where I want it. So I kind of like it right there. So what I'm going to do one more time, I'm just going to grab my last piece of ATG tape. And then I just like to go one long piece right across. Perfect, maybe 2. Just enough to get a little tape on there. All right, there we go. I got some tape. Now this is the important part. So I have my cup, and I want to get my cup in there. So the thing I'm going to do is, because it's going to line everything up, and you're probably asking me why, but I'm going to explain it to you later down the road. So I'm going to put my cup in there, give a little tap, then I'm all done. Now pull that up, and that's it. Okay, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Now the next thing is that I want to do is I got my little. Oh, I'm sorry, didn't even totally spaced out there. So the dies that we're working with today is we have the my favorite things, and these are also my favorite things is the Margarita kits, the Margarita packets there. So we got those as well. Now, what I like about this is I have my kit. The first thing I like to do is I like to open up my sequence pack. Remember, this is always fun, and I always like to just kind of put that there. Now, if you watch me, I try to do my best. So I'm going to just kind of put that on there. I'm just going to get those out. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh my gosh, they're all over the place. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do? Well, guess what? The good news is this is how I do this, because again, me trying to line everything up on there, it's horrible. It's never going to work. I got this tool. It's called the jewel picker, and I got what's cool about it is I got a big fatty end for picking up bigger stuff, and then I got the little skinnier end for picking up stuff as well. So when I'm trying to line these all up and keep my shaker cards going, let's get those out of there, and let's move Mr. Jewel card right in there. So I got the jewel picker, but now back to my project. So if you take a look at this, so all I do is I just check that out. Look how easy that was. I just picked it right up. And then all I want to do is I just want to kind of just move all my stuff back on there again. No fuss, no muss. I'm not trying to finger it in there and manhandle it. I'm just being gentle, and look at that. I can just move them all in there. And remember, the thing with shaker cards, there's a fine line from being just right to being too much. So what I try to do is I try to space my stuff out. And what I mean by that is if you put too many shakers in there, your card doesn't shake. And if you don't put enough in there, then your project looks empty. So I'm going to do that. I'm done with my shaker. I'm going to put that back in my desktop organizer for right now. Now comes some fun part. Maybe I will push that. So you want to make sure you're around the edge. Keep that edge clean. Now I'm going to grab my friend Gina K, the Connect glue, and I'm going to give Gina a little squeeze just to get a little white stuff out there. There we go. It doesn't take a lot. All I want is a nice little thin bead. Look how fine this is. I really like this. I can give a little squeeze. I'm not worried about this. I just go around, move it around a little more. Pick it up. You get this nice fine little line. Again, it doesn't have to be always perfect because the next step comes and that's going to be even fun. So I got a little stuff there. Now I'm done with Gina. I'm going to put Gina's back in there and then put my glue holder up there. I don't know if you guys saw that glue holder, but got a nice little glue holder right there. Holds it straight up. Keeps all my glue in there. And the best part is see there, I got a little excess glue. Got a little excess glue on that. And the best part is it stays on there, stays in there, not on my project. I like to let that air up a little for a second. While I'm doing that, I just like to see if I get a skim coat on there. If you put it on sometimes right out of the tube, you can do that, but it's too fresh and it kind of moves around a little. And then if you make a little mistake, the next thing you know, you're trying to throw some extra bling in there. This one, I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to use a little of the art glitter glue. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to go ahead I'll use my tape gun. I'm just going to use a little strip of tape right there. As you know, the art glitter glue wasn't probably opened. I thought someone gave me a new bottle. So now again, I'm back. Let's get back on the white here. So I'm going to put my black strip here. And then all I'm going to do is just come across with this, line these up to where I think they look pretty good. And then just drop it. And there it is. All right, so I got that part done. Now I'm going to grab my next one here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that in. If you watch that, I kind of just line that up. That's all perfect. Now I'm going to grab my art glitter glue. Okay, I'm going to go back to my Gina K. I'm just going to kind of put a bead around here. All right, and then I'm done. So I kind of got that all done. Now watch, this is the important thing. What we're doing is this comes over the top of that cover and then everything gets put on top there. So then you're going to see that. And then once we glue everything down, everything's going to be looking really nice. And then I'm going to grab my ATG gun at this point. I'm just going to put a couple marks right on there. Nothing fancy. I'm going to take this. Just going to line these up. Got that going. Again, that glue's a little soft. So I just don't want to do a lot with that. And then again, I'm going to take my strip for the back with the ATG gun. And then we're going to go and just kind of do this. Then I'm just going to place it up there. All right. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a couple. I'm going to grab my little shaker card. Oh, I'm going to grab the big boy. So this is what I like to do. I'll take this. I'll just take a little Gina K glue right on the bottom. I'm going to take that and then I'll just place that right on there. We're done. I'll grab another one. Same thing again. Just squirt a little Gina on there. Put that right there because you always got to leave a couple pieces. All right. Well, I got everything kind of taken care of here. And again, a couple of things that I want to mention is the show special here is the kit. We have the kit, 8-piece kit, and that is $24.99, and you get 8 cards out of that. We also have the show special is 20% off your entire order. That's everything except for the custom kits. So we got that. And the code you want to use is Happy Crafting. So you want to use that at checkout when we do that. And then the sale is good till Wednesday, 7:29 midnight Central Standard Time. Once again, Happy Crafting to get 20% off your entire order, and that's good till Wednesday, 7:29. Well, my time is up. I am Brian with Craft Fancy. Remember, visit us at craftfancy.com. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in to do my project today. Thank you very much and have a great day.